And welcome back to Medieval Engineers. What an interesting opening song we have for the series, given that it's a medieval series. Maybe I should get some medieval music, you know? But anyway, there's plenty of medieval music in the game itself. For some reason, I was going to look this up, I didn't get to it, but I keep getting this issue where my materials don't remember, you know, where they were in the toolbar. So I keep manually having to add the first 5. It's only the first 5 ever, really. I'm also going to go ahead and go over here and the fuck. Is there like an invisible wall here? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that square pillar, it's centered. Okay, so that one... I was working on this off camera a little bit, and before I get too distracted, let me just... I don't know which one that was. Let me try this one. Okay, that's the one that's off. So that doesn't make sense to me. So if I do the A1... Try that one. Okay, that's better. Anyway, I figure I better go refresh my tools. And I did get another one of those. And I do need more metal parts as well. So we'll go ahead and craft these. And then, additionally, I will get these going. Just those 3. In the meantime, and we only need 1 hammer, so I'll just make iron and steel. Okay, so I need timber. Okay, apparently I don't have timber. Okay, that should be good enough, and then I'll go over here. We'll put our timber. Oh, I do have a little bit there. Okay. And we'll make a pickaxe and a hammer. And we'll grab the steel out of here, as well as the metal parts. We'll put the steel back here. All goes around in a circle, basically. And then I'll get ready to take these tools, and I will take them. And now if I push 4 and 5, those are all refreshed. Okay. So I thought on today's episode, I mean, I do want to finish this blacksmith shop. I did work on it a little bit, as you can tell, with the bricks. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the bricks or not. I don't really like them, but I needed an arched piece for this, and the stone I really wasn't into either. And then I was working on this drawbridge area. What I'm going to have to do, obviously, or maybe it's not so obvious, but I think what I need to do, well, I need to do something with this flat area here. It is not acceptable to have access to this side of the drawbridge right from the side. So I can either make this, like, dig these out and make that a physical, like, outflow almost from the mountain. Maybe sewage can flow. Oh, I could do like a little stream that comes right down alongside here. That's a good idea. I think I'll kind of let myself remember that by just removing... You know what I could do, actually, is... there should be... Actually, I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go with... it's not going to say it. This thing. Yeah, just this one. Okay. And we're going to go like this. Get that connected there. And then, whoops, I think that's backwards. Yeah. Let me get rid of that one too. Okay, so we're going to go with this. And we're going to go like this. Okay. And then here, I think I will make that just cubes going up a couple. And let me get our rock production going. Let me also explain while we're working here that I wasn't going crazy last time. The lag was real. I'm surprised I got through that episode, to be honest with you, because I looked it up later. Everybody was having... Ooh, am I finally taking damage from hunger? I feel like that might have been a bug. Anyway. A bug where you weren't experiencing the negative side effects of hunger. So I was getting pretty complacent there. But anyway, let me just do this. But yeah, there was an update right before I did the episode yesterday. And the update killed everybody's FPS, so it wasn't just me. And I guess they fixed it a little bit earlier this afternoon. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with this, actually. I'll just get some of these put in here. And I do have enough stone to kind of do some of this stuff now. These are not permanent, these are just to kind of see how things look up here. But yeah, I mean, this is the basic shape, and then I'm not entirely convinced I even want this to be so low. What if I did this up one? And then I could just do walls. Let me first put this second one in here. And what I would simply do is put walls along the edges. Let's see here. Did I not? Oh, I gotta type walls. Okay, so then I would put this one here. You could also do a couple pillars if you want to. Actually, let's try that. Well, I don't know how good that would look. You could do a few different things here. You could do something like this. Or is that just the arrow slit one? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. See how that looks. Obviously, it's not functional, but what it does is it creates variety. It doesn't look bad. I mean, here's what a plain wall would look like. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it in for now, but I might change it later. Kind of looks like an outflow from somewhere in the castle, you know? Anyway, we'll play with that later, but with this thing built in, what I probably want to do is put something on top of that. I think this is fine because, like, when you're here, this is what you get with that closed, right? So you can't really make it over there very easily. You could try to scale up here, so I need to do something on top of there. But what we can do, I'm not even sure if I have any of these. We could put more water along here, and I think I want to do that. So I might just dig a little bit here to facilitate that. And then I'm probably going to want to put a couple more walls maybe down along here. And then what I could do, I think actually one thing I could do, I have a couple ideas for this. Oh, running out of stone again. might want to just do this now before I forget my ideas. I do have plenty of big stone once again, so I can get away with a little bit of planning here, but let me just do like a few... How did we do this now? We went with... where is it? Here it is. Okay. So we need... I'll do like 8 buckets. I'm not sure that I have that many planks. Actually, I know I don't. Okay, so I'll get all those. And then we'll do timber. So I'll just do 1 timber. And then I'll just do all planks, which is just kind of using up all the queued small stones. Might as well, because I could use the stones anyway. Okay, so let me just do like 1. Oh, no, it's going. Okay, here we go. So take these small stones, and then... Okay, let's go back down to bucket. I'll do about 6 of those. Just get rid of the rest of those for now. But I'll do 5 more planks just to have. And while that's going, let me just do a little bit more work with the stone here. First of all, I can get rid of these. Okay, so the idea here, and this is going to be completely disconnected now, which is cool, but the idea, I want like, I wonder if they can do a double-sided battlement. I don't think so. You're going to have to do this manually. Actually, you know what I could do? Let me try one other thing real quick. Now this may or may not work, I'm not sure. So our 2 ideas are like this. Idea number 1, the basic one, is to go kind of, let me put it here. Just kind of go like this. Okay. And then I would just loop that around into there, put water in there, have it coming down through here. Okay, so that'd be idea number 1. And idea number 2 is going to be a little more complicated, but it might look better, so if it does, we'll go with it. I've got a fence cobble straight 2 short, fence cobble straight 2. So we have one that's shorter and one that's longer. And what we would do is we'd do something more like this. I think that's the short one. Yeah, so we'd probably want just this number 2 here. And what we would do, and I'd probably go like that with it. Maybe just 1 off. So that we get this little bump there. It actually keeps us from going in. And then, you know, when we got to like a place where we want a little crossing, we would just do a little small little bridge, like a floor or something. So it'd be like that and like that, basically. And then I'd have to get rid of this and put another cobble there. And we would simply put these in here like this, right? Alright. Now I probably will mount it with some other type of block on the sides here. You know, so I could do like a... Well, I could just do a wall under that. And I need timber to make those, okay. Well, I could do cobbled door as a kind of a workaround. These cobbles don't have a full block set, so I could do that as a workaround. That way there's like a, almost like a drainage feel to it. I do like the gravel under there too, kind of, actually. This could be really fancy. Okay, so this would connect to here. I'll get rid of that one. And we'll put this one in once I get some planks from over here. And I need these buckets as well. We'll do the water in a minute. But let me get this in, and let me do like a couple more cobble. I could even make that more substantive. So I'll go with like 3 things of planks. And then we'll go down to cobble, if I can find it. It is so hard to find things in this menu. Or maybe I just build it out of my inventory, I don't really know. No. No, it's got to be in the crafting table. Oh, here it is, okay. So I need the straight 2. Okay, so I need a bunch of those. Alright, we'll go with that many. These, unfortunately, do not stack. And they're unlike regular walls in that you have to craft them, so it's kind of inconvenient, but whatever. I'll just take the rest of that timber. Okay. And so what we'll do now, I'll put these back in right along here. Oh, that's not quite long enough. I think these are like 8 and a regular block is about 10, so we may have to get a little creative here. We may have to use the shorts because they... Okay, so if this is like 8, so like what I mean by 8 is like, okay, edge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they're 10. Well, then what's not working out here? Or maybe it's my alignment's off. Okay, that should work fine. Not sure why. Oh, it's because that one's the short one. It's because I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to grab this short one. We'll use that somewhere else, and we'll put this one in instead. At this level, even with the other one. And same with this one. Even though it's not perfect with that bottom level, it still looks pretty good, I think. And if we have a little bridge here, we can put some little railings or something here. Let's go to the well, where we need to get our water from. Per last time. And I guess I have to go over here. And I'm getting some combat music, which inconvenient to say the least. But I'll let those craft. Maybe I'll take a look and see if I can find where the enemy is coming from. I don't see him. Oh, they're down at the shore down there. Okay. They seem kind of stuck. Well, I'll just kind of let those be. Hopefully they don't come up here. Okay, so let's check this out here. I should have some dirt in my inventory. so I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Oh, it's a G item. Okay. Water. So I think, is it this one? Yeah, it's just this one here. I can only do 3 with the 6 buckets of water that I have. Okay. Well, let's see how this looks. Okay, this is gonna look perfect on these, I have the feeling. Okay, well, is that built in? Is there water there? Alright, that's what I want. Right? What's the problem? I don't know why that's not building. Is it using my resources? No, it's not. Okay, that's good at least. Okay, so why didn't you build? Maybe it has to go that way. And it just doesn't seem to want to go there. Let me try originating it down here. I mean, I could do it like there, but the problem with that is it doesn't go all the way across. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe I can originate it down here, off the grid. Worried about block interference, basically. Oh, and it's not going to trickle down either. That's the other issue. I'm going to have to simulate that using blocks. Like, pretend it went into a storm drain and it's going down, you know? Okay, so can I just, like... It would be nice if I could align it with that, but make it lower. Not that low. Okay, so something like that. That's too low. Well, can I deconstruct it? Yeah. Maybe I should try the other water. I mean, that's the problem with this mod, is that the water... Oh, you know what? I want the shallow water, probably. Wait, hold on. Dock water, shallow water. Misty water from water wheel. River water. Can I do river water? I'm just curious what that's going to look like. Okay, that's cool. It's a cool block. Do I have the resources for it? Let me see if I can place it down here. Probably not. Oh, holy craps. I guess I can. Okay, let me see if I can get one lined up next to it. Okay, let me build this one in and see how it looks first. Yeah, I like that a lot. And it is flowing in the right direction even, which is astonishing that that works. I may have to do something creative here, but let's see if I can get a little bit more water in here. So let's see, which direction was I facing? It was facing the direction that it was flowing, right? So that one. Oh, perfect. Okay, that actually worked. I'm shocked. This is what we have to go. This is the trouble we have to go through to get water in this mod. Okay, so what we got to do now? Let's get rid of these. I don't know if these are going to be permanent because I can't seem to find the hitbox on them. But we could always cover them up if we needed to or something. Okay. So we go like that and that right there. And then I have to decide how I'm going to do this part here. So what I'm thinking is like put a wall block something here, and put little drains on it. One draining into it and one draining out from it. This is going to be an outflow with a little river, which is beautiful. Let me temporarily get rid of this. Let me do one more of these, and then I'll do the same technique down here, where I just drain it into a block, and then we use the block as sort of a pretend, ooh, look at that. Oh, that's neat how they do that. Yeah, pretend kind of thing. Okay, I need to do a arch. Let me just do cobble. We'll put this here and there. Okay. Now, the tricky part. Let's see. Could try a dock cube. I mean, it looks okay. I don't know, this is probably just me being silly. Yeah, actually I think that'll work really well. Okay, so now what I need is like a block here that's like black. Can I just... black. Okay, that's not gonna work. I could do a paint for clay wall, window, doorways, triangle, clay wall. I could do paint swatches for decoration, 5x5. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I may have to look that up. I could do like a... Tell you what, for now, I think maybe the thing to do... Oh, hold on. I have one idea. One more idea. Metal. Oh, that might work. Let me try making one of these. I believe I do have metal parts. They're back in the smeltery. This is going to be really cool if I can get it working. This is the type of detail that I like to put in my worlds, and I think that most people, you know, they do appreciate when you put a little effort in. Where the... Oh, they're right there. I'm just blind. Okay. Alright, so we're going to make one of these fence grates. And I don't know where it's going to be in this list. We do know that we only need metal parts to make it. Maybe I have to forge it. Alright. Go back to the blacksmith. Oh, actually, this is even better. I need iron bars to make that one. Which are these little things. I need... Well, let me make some iron bars then, I guess. That's not the one I was going for, but I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a bag of iron here. Go and put this puppy in this. That's all bombard stuff. Okay. Let me just do a few iron ingots here. Okay, and then we'll put it in here. Okay, so that opens up a bunch of stuff. But specifically, I want that. Okay, so I guess I craft one of these with this. And how many does that give me? 8. So I'll craft the second one, then we can craft that. Okay. So now we have this one, so I'll put that there. It might be too big. I'm still wondering about this one, and I'm guessing I need a... Oh, that's actually not too big. That's almost perfect sized. But I'm guessing... Oh, did we already check in here for the... iron fence? I think we did. Metal fence. Well, I'm not sure where we can find the metal fence. I'm not seeing it in the crafting table. I may play around with this some more at some other time. But for now, we're just going to stick with number 7 here. See if this looks good. So the idea would be we'd place it like right down here. Let's try that. And that implies that the water's flowing into a little opening, and then we would place another one on the back end wherever the outflow was. The problem is I can't make water flow diagonally down, so I can make it go across one more, and I can use these blocks to channel it, and actually I could do like a slope. The problem with the slopes is that there's no dock block texture for other types of shapes. So if I'm going to do a slope, for example, my choices are sandstone and regular stone. I wish I could do a skinnier one too. Ooh, I could do this one. Except for I can't. That would look silly. But you know, basically what we would be doing is we would be going like this. So we would be going like this, or maybe even down this way, and we'd use the stone to simulate water direction. Maybe we'd even go with the 2x1s like we have up here. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that, probably off camera, until I find something that looks good. But I do like the idea of this so far. I think that actually kind of looks good, notwithstanding the flaws of the water mod. And we would do something similar here, except this one's going to be trickier because... let me try this, actually. I have an idea for this one. So we have stone ceiling, we have TT ceiling, which I don't even know what the fuck that means. But I think we'll try this stone ceiling here. And what that'll do... What if I did it there? And then I could even do some blocks on top of that. But that looks like it's coming out of here. So if I did another one of those metal grates, which is pretty easy to make, actually, turns out. Yeah, these are great, literally. I think these are underutilized blocks. These are probably part of a mod, I assume, but couldn't tell you which one. Well, I could if I wanted to look it up. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Now, I almost don't want to put a second floor over here. Maybe I'll do a floor and a balcony or something, because I do want that one. But this grate looks good, and I don't want to cover it up. If I put another one, I don't know what the hell I just did there, but I guess I flipped it. So this one would look, yeah, it would cover everything up there. So sometimes we use hoarding floors, balconies, and the like, to just do half So let's do that. And there, it's consistent with the floor material. Kind of. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I think that's fine, actually. Oh, and we could almost make this into like a little cistern here, a little well. I could even make this a full... You know what I could do? Man, I hate to... It doesn't quite work, does it? But what if I did... Let me just try something. This may not work, but you gotta try it, right? How about this? Maybe I'll put another ceiling down below there, but... Okay, so you see how it's coming out from down there. And then over here, I would basically make that water level quite a bit higher. Oh, I have an idea. I mean, I might have to modify how this looks on the outside, but what if I did this? Okay, so here's what this would look like from this side. And then when I put grates in here, put the water level up to about, right to about that top level here. That way there's a giant water area going into this giant block complex, and then you see it coming out here. I think that's going to look really good. So I think I want to do that. That arch would have worked well if I could have made the water flow more realistically. And I think, you know, that's kind of the main reason they've said that they haven't imported water to the vanilla game, is because they can't get it to work in voxel format. Meaning they can't get it to flow like a Minecraft infinite water source block would. But let me just see what I can do up here. So I can try the still water. Try seawater. I definitely want to try putting this in somewhere. I guess I need... Let me try dock water. Okay, so the dock water, I think I might need to go to... Yeah, I need to go to the Harbor Master to make that work. But this one, let me just try it. Let me try it like right about there. It's weird how it kind of goes down from where it says it's going to go. Okay. So how do I like this? Alright, hold on. Sorry about that. I may need to temporarily... let's see here. What's the best way to do this? Okay, I'll just leave that cut open for now because I had to get out. But I do think that looks pretty good. It's almost at exactly the right height. And let me see how it looks with this down. I know there's a lot of work to be spending on a drawbridge, but actually I think that looks pretty good. The only thing I might change about it, now that I know it's below that level, I might just do that. That way there's this cute little arch that's visible from over here. Gotta decide what to do with the rest of it, but I think that's gonna work fine. You know what else I could do? I just had another thought. instead of doing this ceiling here, because that's no longer really needed, I could do something like this and do arch. Yes, this one here. Try this one. Right there. Let me see how that looks. That looks even better. See what I did there? Okay, so then I'll take a cube, obviously. Put it right back on top here. Okay, so now, kind of subtle, but if you were to look down there, you'd see there's a little opening. It'd almost look better if the water level was just slightly lower, wouldn't it? I'm trying to see. I hate to do this, but well, I don't think I can do it. I was going to deconstruct this water, but I'm having trouble getting a lock on it. Let me temporarily take this fence out. Okay, there's an iron window. Yeah, I'm not finding a hitbox on this water at all. Let me try. Well, I don't want to damage anything. But I'm trying to dig like down, right? Ooh. How's that look? Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'm just trying to get an idea of how this is going to come off. It's so damn reflective, but I think that's going to look good. Okay, so then let's place the cobble. Fence 2. Right back where it was. I do like these fences. They're just... Whoever made the cobblestone mod is... there's a lot of other parts that we don't have yet, so it's slightly harder to work with. Okay. So let me take a look. That's basically the finished product. Again, the reflectivity of that water is so high, but maybe at night it'll look better, or maybe if I put like a torch or something up there. And then the other thing I can do now, and I just found this randomly, is this. Okay, so that I need 4 large stones. I think I can make that. But let me see if that's gonna look good. Okay, so we'll put this in our inventory, and we'll do number 8. And I can make this little fountain. I was thinking like the market needed a fountain anyway, right? So this works. This is like next level fountain, because not only does it look nice, it does, but it is also built right into the cistern that we've made here. Is that even? Not quite, I don't think. Okay, well, I think that's even. And I like it. We can turn on and off the water. Okay, so there is our fountain, our public fountain, that flows out into this channel, which goes into this block, and then we'll deal with how to get it down to the ocean later. But I really like that. That is good plumbing work, if I do say so myself. Okay. And that's the kind of stuff we want to do plenty of in this, you know, especially with regard to the palace that we're working on here. Okay, so I did 2 of those blocks, so let me keep working on getting the rest of this filled in. So I'm going to need more water buckets and all that. Maybe I'll do that off camera. But basically, I just want to keep going like that. Right? And I don't see why it would let me do another one, but let's give it a shot. Okay. I mean, how... it still says I have 6 buckets of water available. I'm not in creative, am I? No. Well, I guess I'll keep going. So really the way to do this is to focus on the base. I wish I cannot walk on, but which connects well to these other blocks. I'm having trouble here though. Maybe I need to put some support blocks. I'll just do a couple walls. Alright. It's not going to matter anyway because this area is going to be covered. There we go. Okay, actually let me do the other one first. These are harder than heck to work with sometimes. I think it might be bugged in terms of the water bucket requirement. I'm not going to be a huge stickler about that, but it's notable. Okay, let me get this one in first. Okay, I think that one's fine. And then this one, we need one technically alongside the rock and there. And we need one there and there. Okay. And that's all she wrote. So the rest of them we don't need. So I'm going to grab my cubes again, and we're going to put those back. Incidentally, if I fell... Come on. Let me build that one in for sure. If I fall down here, I'll be on top of the water, see? I'm not sure if that means I can get out or not, but... really feels more like plastic than it does water. But that's okay. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of a moat, is to defensively prevent troops from accessing the castle by trapping them in the water. So that's going to look pretty cool, I think. The other thing I could do is I could put dock water and try that, but I don't want to do that. That's going to be... Actually, that arrow slit really looks cool because it looks like it's where the source of the water is coming from. I might put arches. Like that. And grates. Back along here. I'll come back with the grates if I feel like doing that later. But this is a substantial thing that we just built. And I think what I need to do now is I need to think about how this is going to look with more fortifications. Which in this case means let's put a wall of cubes here. And maybe even battlements on this last one. Maybe put battlements along here. Alright, let me get these built in real quick. And we're getting pretty good progress. You know, this is actually the palace that we're essentially working on, so I'm very pleased to have a good start on it. Okay, so let me come down here again. Okay, so like if I'm approaching, oh, and I need to put this thing back in too. We're gonna need some more of those small stones. Okay, so let me grab a few small stones. I'll let that go for just a second. Okay, and once that finishes, and I'll grab those, and we'll put this other one in here. Okay, by the way, I think I want to show you one other thing real quick. So like if you're like a merchant cart coming to resupply the castle from over here, right? From the mainland. You're gonna travel down this road. I need to expand this road, and I probably need to I need to figure out how the marketplace plays into this. I might want to build some sort of something over there, but anyway, if you're a cart, you're coming along, you're resupplying the castle, you'd come up here. Now you could turn there and go into the marketplace if your cart is small enough, or you could just keep going up here, go over the drawbridge. So the idea of this little area is to transition from these two tiles diagonally over here to these two tiles. See in the middle of those, and see how it changes one, it goes over one. And I think that's very subtle, but I think it works well. I also made this platform here so the cart could get it. There's a little notch when you go up to the drawbridge, so I wanted a little space so the cart would have plenty of flat land to go up to the drawbridge. And then you got the drawbridge, obviously, and the slope. Obviously, if enemies are attacking, there's going to be fortifications here and stuff, but this is a pretty hard entry to attack with the slope and with the drawbridge and everything. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind this. This is fine. Hell, I could even put a little wall walk or something up there. I need to figure out what I'm going to do over here. That's something. All along here, and then obviously we're going to have to make a big harbor. And the harbor is going to be tricky, I'm just telling you right now. I think I know my solution to the dock mod problem, to the dock block problem. I think it's going to look something like this. So we have the dock cube. And we'll do a wood support. Okay, so I think the answer, you know, obviously this is high tide. So what we want, essentially, to be honest, we want the dock block at high tide to look about like that. And then the support will go underneath, if I cannot really see, but there, I actually think that's correct. Yep. Now you're not going to be able to see this very well, but trust me, it's correct. So now there is a wooden support down below, so when the tide goes out, that dock block will be exposed completely. And it will look like this, basically. But with water that comes down to about here. So the water will oscillate. The problem is that this looks wetter than it should. Another possible solution to the problem is changing the tides so they're not as dramatic. I don't want to do that, but I may have to. Okay, I'm very pleased with this work here. Let's work on the blacksmith a little bit more, and we'll call it an episode. So the brick I'm very ambivalent about here. I guess what I can do for now is try to get some of these other walls put in. So we'll just grab the standard half timber wall, half timber window. Maybe I'll go with another window above the door. Which means that over here, oops, come on, do it that way there, and I'll just put a window there, and then, yeah, that's fine. And then here I'm going to follow the bottom level, so I'm going to put one here that matches up with the bottom level. There we go. I feel like if you ever want to make it anywhere in this game, the key is to just always make a little progress. You know, you don't have to finish things necessarily. You don't have to force yourself. Just make progress, and you'll get there eventually. So that's what we're doing here, basically, is we don't know exactly what we want to do with this. I'll tell you one thing I probably want to do is this. Put some floors in here. And what I'll do is I'll take this ladder and I'll connect it to the floor level. So it would be like a partial upstairs kind of thing. May or may not expand that. But I'll grab my ship's ladder again. We'll put it... What if we put it like right about there? Okay. Perfect. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do here. I mean, I could easily get rid of this wall here and make this a room, this brick room, something. Let's take a look at my windows down below. Okay, I have one window here. So let's put one window on the opposite side up here. And then, taking our cue from below, okay, that's correct. And then on this one, we probably, let me just jump down here. We probably just need to tilt this one. There we go. Okay. It's hard to remember exactly which key does what, and sometimes they kind of change based on how you're facing too. Okay, so there's kind of our rudimentary room on this side of the house. Might want to change that window to a shutter as well, but that's fine. And then here with the brick room, I think I'll make this a room as well. So the easiest thing to do here would be to just put a few floorboards in. Now, whoever lives in this room is going to be covered in smoke a lot of the time. So, ooh, you know what? I don't think I can do that. I think this has to be open because these doors, I mean, can you imagine living in a room where doors open and close like that? I guess it's, let me just see how it looks from the outside. No, I don't like it. I like the idea of a small little room being lofted like that, but I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What I could do is I could make this look like more of a walkway. Okay, well, our graphics driver crashed, and you know what? We're at the 1 hour and 1 minute mark anyway. I haven't never had the graphics driver crash, so not sure what the issue is, but I'll figure it out off camera. I'm gonna call this an episode. Thank you so much for watching. Today we did get our town square updated a little bit. Worked a lot on the ramp to the castle. Put some water features in, which are amazing, and worked on the blacksmith shop a little bit. I'll work on the blacksmith shop a little bit off camera, and then next episode we'll pick it up here with the blacksmith shop mostly done, and we'll start building other things. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers.